Yo, what up, what up? Welcome to episode, I think it's 31 now of the 8-Bit Podcast. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing
How are you?
good.
I'm doing just fine.
Great.
So another week, another podcast.
Right.
Anything exciting happening with anybody?
Not really. Pretty much just been work, stream. That's pretty much been it.
I've been traveling a lot. A lot of weddings going on the next 2
geez.
months. I flew to Boston and back in a weekend, so that's why I'm like super tired.
I bet that was fun.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. Literally got like 5 hours of sleep the entire weekend.
Oh my goodness.
It was a whole ordeal. It was insane with like weather and like couldn't get a flight out.
Oh wow. Was the weather bad?
Not in Georgia, but on the way to Boston it was.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little bad here, so I'm assuming you had what we had a couple days ago.
But I made it. That's the good thing. I didn't die in the plane, so.
Well, that's really good. That's super, super good. Oh, what about you, Neil?
Huh? You still eating that cupcake?
I'm eating another cupcake.
Hey, there you go. There you go. Not a whole lot. Like pretty much just work and stream. I've been trying to venture out in other games. Like, what did I play? I actually played PUBG not too long ago, and it wasn't too bad. I don't know if I'm gonna get back into it as much, but I've realized that is my game that I play with certain people, and I just have a good time.
Right.
So, I think I might get back into PUBG, but then I don't know. I think I have to just bite the bullet and either wait until some people are on and play that and do like squads or duos or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much just been chilling playing that. I've been really into Destiny 2 lately.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get there's armor sets, like the Solstice event where you start out with like green armor, and then each piece of armor you have to do certain things to progress. And then once the green goes through, or the green goes through and you complete everything, you go to the legendary, and then it goes on green,
blue,
yeah,
purple,
and then purple, yeah.
The purple masterwork.
So wait, what happens? So the purple, when you upgrade the personal, goes into just masterwork?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not looking forward to doing that, but
me neither.
It's nice because it gives Destiny like
definitely more of a grind, and I'm really liking it because of the grind. It's what I've been missing.
Right. Yeah. For me, honestly, like I can care less. I mean, it's not I can care less. Like I don't mind having a mediocre story as long as I have something to grind and something to work for.
But if you have a mediocre story and nothing to work for,
yeah, it's like
super
so like the first Destiny.
I mean,
I like the first Destiny.
Yeah, the first Destiny wasn't too bad. Like it's like even one of those things. Like I grinded the game, but I didn't know what the end game really was. It was just trying to get loot for myself and then helping friends and whatnot. And then Destiny 2 came out, and it's just like something was missing. So, I'm digging the Solstice event. I know a lot of people are, and some people are kind of like meh about it, but it's interesting. I like it.
I really like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, too bad. I don't know. After Bungie kind of just like stopped doing like the Halos and stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
The Destiny series just left a really bad taste in my mouth, but that's just me.
Yeah. I think I'm more lax with like games, and it's like it's a bad thing because I'm easy to give things second chances, especially with games. So it's like, oh, they're coming out with another one. Yeah, I'll try it out. Hopefully they fix the issue with the first one, or they progressed and moved on to something new. But I don't know. Destiny 2 just didn't work out as much as I wanted Destiny 1 to, as much as I like Destiny 1. So
yeah.
Sucks. Or see the emotes, very nice.
Thank you.
Is that the tier 1?
Is it your new ones?
Yeah, it's tier 1.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I missed it.
Dope.
So I noticed topics. Oh
go
God,
ahead.
I'm so
Sorry.
sorry. I
No.
noticed you haven't been doing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even talk about it.
It's something that I don't know what it is. It's kind of like sometimes I get in these phases where I'm just over it. And it's like not that it
He got tired of being tilted.
I mean, well, CS:GO got me tilted yesterday. Like for some weird reason, I go through these phases of like CS:GO where it's like I feel like I can, hold my own the entire time. And yesterday, or not yesterday, the day 2 days ago, we'll just say that I played CS:GO on my main account, which is only Nova 3, which isn't like a huge step above, and I was just dying left and right. And it's like I hated that point because I'm like, I'm playing these other games, but it's on my silver account, which I mean isn't like bad or whatever. And I'm like, I'm getting all these kills and whatnot. I'm feeling super confident and whatnot. And then I get into the Nova 3 and I'm just like, dang, okay, so I got to be more cautious. I have to learn. I have to not be
Once
as
you start
aggressive
playing
and
with
whatnot.
people your rank, you definitely have to try harder.
Yeah.
Can't be steamrolling the
Yeah.
noobs.
And I mean, it sucks because it just got me really like down and out about the game. And it's like, it sucks because I know my skill level and it could have just been a bad game. But I have these phases where it's just like, sometimes I play a game that I'm super confident in and I just do bad. I'm going to have my bad games. I'm going to have my great games and I have to kind of roll with it, or I have to swap out games.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm completely stubborn with it. And it's like, okay, I had one bad game. I'm going to play another one. I have another bad game. I'm going to go to another one. The next one's going to be a good game. I just don't know how to switch off that. And that's my biggest issue in like streaming wise. But yeah, Overwatch, it wasn't that I got too tilted and I got too upset about it. I just stopped playing it. I had a good time playing CS:GO and then I started playing CS:GO and I just never went back. But I don't know. I'll probably come back to Overwatch here soon. I just want to try out other games like Monster Hunter World. I kind of want to try that out. No Man's Sky, trying to be a little bit more variety,
I can't do No Man's Sky.
Really? I heard the updates and whatnot were good.
I just can't.
Yeah. I just want to play No Man's Sky and listen to reenact Interstellar or The Martian the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to do that. I just want to I want to somehow RP the game with no one else there. Day 84
So
made potatoes.
weird.
Right? I just have like
Day
this the entire
4
time.
made potatoes.
You have a recorder and you play it back.
Roger that, yeah. So it's like day 112. I'm hungry. Same as all the other days.
And that's it. Cut. And it's like, that's me
I have
trying
met
to
a
survive.
rock. He's not my pet.
Right. I call him. See, this is where Rocky. I was gonna call him Rocky, but that's stupid.
Wow.
Ted.
Stupid.
I'm gonna call him Ted.
I mean, you could also just call him Bal and Boa.
Okay, all right. Rocky Balboa. I get it. Okay. I also made another friend, Rocky Balboa. Have you met Bal and Boa? It's like, no. Oh, God. Yeah, see, No Man's Sky has so much potential, but I don't know. No Man's Sky is a game that I'm kind of looking forward to, but then Monster Hunter is another good game. Or another, I don't want to say good game, but it's a game that's kind of on my radar that I want to look into and see what it's all about, because I have a couple of friends that loved it on console and they're just like, you know what, I'm gonna go hard on PC too. So I might join them and I might pick their brain about the game and see what's going on with that. So that's kind of what's going on with me right now.
So it's exciting.
Yup.
And then Tiff, have you played any games? Or have you
been
just
on
been
Destiny. Surprisingly. We got back into it because of grind.
See, I like games that grind. I can't. I don't know.
All
I don't
was,
think
you
I
like
can.
to grind. Is that true, Lily? You like to grind?
I mean, if it wasn't, I wouldn't have said it.
Yup.
Oh my god! But no, so just Destiny. Like, if they did like free trials, free trials and stuff. If they did free trials and stuff, I'd be all over it. Like, I'd give it a try, and if I liked it, I'd get it. But I can't.
I think it's one of those games where I don't. You just have to be in the mentality of you have to go in again with like zero expectation of the game. You just kind of have to play the game and see all these things you have to do and just do it, and you have to enjoy that. It's one of those things for like it's kind of like an MMO for me. It's like I love the multiplayer aspect of it,
Mm-hmm.
but a part of me is like what makes it kind of fun for me is being able to do this multiplayer, but able to use text chat. Like we have all this like voice capability, we can be in Discord and everything like that. But there's something about being able to just veg out, not have to think, not have to hold a conversation, but just play the game, have something on in the background, and have a
antisocial.
friend. Exactly, be a little antisocial. You know what I mean? It's something about that where it's like it's fun to me because it's like I'm playing the game, I have something on in the background, but we're doing stuff, we're completing things in the game, and we're all doing things.
Right.
Um, that's how like I kind of am with like when I did play World of Warcraft. I was kind of like, you know what? Let's just do a bunch of quests. I'm gonna have a stream up or a show on or something like that, and I'm just gonna play the game. It sucks because I do feel like a little antisocial, but that's how I like to like enjoy it. You know what I mean?
That's how I like enjoying MMOs. I'm antisocial.
Exactly. You know,
That's what
I
I
like
heard.
yeah, I like multiplayer games with all these friends and people you can interact with, but I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't know. There's certain things like MMOs for me that's what it is, but like competitive games where I have to like be tactical like CS:GO or like R6 or if we were doing
Right.
Crucible, I mean it's not really whatever. I just end up yelling all the time in Crucible, but things like that, like FPS games, I'm all for just getting in Discord and talking out tactics or doing whatever. But MMOs,
See,
I
that
love to
stuff's
just
so
veg
much
out.
fun to me.
Yeah,
I like doing stuff like that.
yeah. Um, yep, that's it.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Like, see, you guys make me really want to play Destiny 2. I don't want to spend $60 on a game I might not like.
I don't
Yeah.
blame ya.
I wish they offered something with like Forsaken where like doesn't World of Warcraft do something where it's like if you get the expansion pack, you pay a little extra or something like that, and you get all the other expansions and whatnot.
Sort of, but now it's so say you buy like the digital BFA, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You get everything up to BFA.
Yeah.
So you get Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mist of Pandaria, Warlords, and Legion.
Yeah.
That's why usually I tell people if you think you're gonna get into the game, buy the newest expansion, so that way you have everything if you decide you're gonna play.
Right. Interesting. And that also gets you like a level like 110, like a boosted character and whatnot.
Those are the worst people in the world.
Yeah, you know what? You're right.
Because then they're like, I don't know how to play my character. And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's like learning how to run before learning how to walk, you know?
Oh my god. It totally is. Like, the people who've never played the game and then boost a character, to me, are the worst.
Yeah.
Just because they don't know anything. So then it's like, hey, you shouldn't use this ability. Why not? And it's like, how the hell did you get max level?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But it is what it is.
Right?
I boosted my priest. I finally decided what I was gonna boost. And like I went through the tutorial because you have to do it when you boost a character. I was like pounding my head against my desk. I'm like, I already know how to do all this. Stop.
Right.
I think it should like read your account and see how many characters you have. And like how many are max level, and if you have a character that level or a character of that class at max level, and they'll be like, oh, you don't have to do this.
Right.
Because that was boring.
Yeah.
Yup.
So is there anything anybody wanted to talk about? Any topics?
They added 2 dope characters to the new Super Smash Bros.
Ooh, yeah.
Which ones?
King K. Rool and Simon Belmont.
That one doesn't sound fair.
Castlevania.
Oh, I never done anything with that one.
It's okay. But yeah, no. Then they're talking about Echo Fighters 2, and they added Richter Belmont, which is from one of the newer quote unquotes, Symphony of the Night actually, Castlevania ones, and then they actually added Dark Samus and
Ooh, cool.
Rom from for Roy.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited. And then they actually just announced like a Super Ultra Collector's Edition that comes with the GameCube controller and the adapter for the Switch. And it's like, that's what I want.
Hey, there you go.
I don't know, I'm really excited about Super Smash Brothers. Like, I don't really have that many games looking forward to this year. Like, I have Little Dragon's Cafe and then BFA's Monday. But all the other games that I was looking forward to already came out, like WarioWare and Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. Don't judge me.
I'm judging you, 100%.
Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solve all the puzzles while you're a little toad.
Hey, there you go.
And he tries to talk, but I don't understand him. Like, it sounds like Time for Adventure, but it's just like a weird little type thing.
God,
and
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand Toad.
You're so
The best-
cute, but I don't
yeah.
know.
The best is like The Sims. The Sims like the but I don't even know how to do it, but like The Sims like talk mumbo jumbo or whatever is always the best.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it though, isn't it?
Yeah, I have no idea, but it's back in the day. Back in the day. See, like the thing is like I never really played Smash. I never really. It's not like I didn't get into it. Like my friends had it. I just was never good at fighting games in general. You know, like I was always an FPS kind of person. So when it came to like fighting games, I was always like a button masher or I just found one combo and I'm like, I'm gonna do this over and over until I either kill you or I die. So that was
And
me.
you die most likely.
No. I mean, listen. Sometimes when you button mash, you come up with these crazy combos, and they're pretty crazy. Okay, so you know, it worked probably like 18% of the time. All right, so it's
well,
okay.
it's called. You just learn how to play your character.
Yeah, Mercy main, by the way. I'm just kidding.
That would actually be pretty cool if they did non-Nintendo games.
Yeah, you know, that'd be kind of cool. Wait, don't they have like so like with Smash, when you say that like it's Nintendo characters, right? But don't they have like Metal Gear Solid? Not Metal Gear Solid, but Solid Snake?
Yeah, they had the rights to him back.
Oh,
on
really?
I mean, this was. Oh my god, how long ago was that?
Because that was like the only thing that kind of me slightly interested in like Smash. I'm like, dude, they got Solid Snake in the game. What?
Solid Snake.
Solid Snake. Snake!
Yeah, I think it was Brawl
Oh, really?
that had Snake.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I just remember about him is you could just get in his little box.
Yeah.
That was fun. It annoyed my friends, but I was like,
Yeah.
oh, whatever.
F it, dude.
But oh my god, there's so many characters that are gonna be in this game, and I'm like excited about all of them.
Yeah. Yup. There's actually a topic that I kind of want to talk to. I feel like this might go into like a huge tangent, but this is like a topic that someone had brought up about like their streaming. Someone had quit streaming and they had come back and they had probably about like 100 to 200 people during their stream, but they took like just a break from streaming, you know, because we all like anything that you do in life, no matter if you love it or you hate it, obviously, but you'll want to take a break just to try kind of just like chill out for a bit. They took probably about like a 2 to 3 break, and they came back and they were trying to rebrand their stream. And so like once you're out of streaming for like a month or two, it's kind of like you're starting completely over. And they were kind of like talking about, what do I do as a streamer to get those people to come back? Do I play one game or do I try to branch out to, multiple different games. And people were saying, you should play Fortnite because that's the biggest game and whatnot. But I mean, obviously Fortnite is just saturated. So it's like, if you guys were in that stream, what kind of tips would you give said streamer that had 100 people to now probably pulling in maybe like 15 to 20 at max? How would they go about rebranding their stream? Would you suggest them to just stick to one game, or trying to find their niche with the game and go like variety?
That
I mean, it's a hard thing. Yeah, because they obviously they're coming back and starting from ground one. I mean, obviously consistency in streaming is always the biggest thing. But I think for this said person is like they were really big into Destiny, and Destiny 2 came out, and it's like that audience kind of found a different streamer or whatever. So they were thinking about going back to Destiny 2 and trying to pick up where they left off. And obviously they had some old school people. Like, obviously you're going to have people that are going to come back no matter what. But a lot of them were just kind of like, you know what, I'm moving on to someone else and whatnot. I think it's hard because I think a lot of people base themselves off of one game. And I think this is something that I'm still kind of learning, is what game brings out my personality. To be honest, there are times and there are certain days when I'm streaming and I love just sitting in IRL and talking to chat. Literally just talking to people, talking about like a topic or something like that, about relationships or just their day or something like that, talking about a topic. And that honestly is one of those things that I feel like I shine with a little bit, is even though I give really bad advice, I love talking to people. But then I start playing a game and it just like chat just dies and everybody's kind of doing their own thing. They're lurking and whatnot and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one of those things as a streamer you don't really take into thought, because everybody thinks Twitch is like, oh, I'm here to just play games and hopefully people like me because I'm playing a certain game and they understand that. But I don't know. I think rebranding someone and trying to come back is so hard now because it's such a saturated platform.
Yeah.
It really is. Because, I mean, I was actually in that person's boat.
Yeah.
Back when I worked for a big cable company and I had no time to myself, I never had time to stream. So it was really difficult for me once I got the time, to figure out, well, what kind of streamer do I want to be? And then eventually I just said, you know what, I want to be a streamer that has fun. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm having fun playing a game, I'm going to play the game. If I have fun drawing, I'm going to draw,
Yeah. And it's just one of those things that's hard. It's kind of hard to come back into, because when you first start streaming, especially taking a break, even if you take like a week break or even like a couple of days, it almost feels like you're starting over again. You're kind of like, oh God, what do I say? I mean, personally, that's how I am. I'm kind of like, okay, let's kind of get back slowly into the groove of streaming and everything like that.
Yeah, like there's a certain streamer I know that doesn't stream every day, and then my mornings are just ruined because I don't have my routine.
Stupid idiot! Just don't even go back. To be honest,
unsubscribe.
I wish I could
unfollow. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing we can kind of talk about is the gifting subs. Apparently now you can gift multiple subs at one time. It's no longer you have to find a user and then gift it and whatnot. I was actually in a stream earlier today, and there was just two people. I'm not trying to assume genders here. Two people of any gender. They were gifting like 20 to like 10 subs just back to back to back, and it was insane. He went from I think 600 subs to I think a little over 1,200 subs because of just people gifting subs, and it's insane. Like, it's a good move on Twitch.
Crazy.
Yeah, there's gonna be people that are gonna do that. Like, obviously, like gifting subs is cool and it's neat in its own thing, but it just, maybe because it's new, people are all about it. But that's insane. Gifting like 20 subs. Yeah, and it was just nonstop. The entire stream was just sub after sub of just gifting. Like, you could just see like chunks of the chat of just user gifted to whomever and whatnot. It's like, dang.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like Twitch is definitely doing some big moves with their stream and whatnot.
If only.
Yup.
Because I get gifted subs for your stream.
Yeah. It's just it's one of those things where it's I don't know. There are definitely some very gracious and nice people out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
and there's
crazy.
people like me who are super lazy. And it's like, I really want to gift a sub, and I really want to sub, but it's so much work.
Yeah.
I'll just make you pie instead. How's that?
Right. That's the best. That's the best. So we can kind of reverse it back to like streaming and whatnot. Some people I talked about. There's like a lot of people that are streaming these days and whatnot. You know, what would be some advice that you would give to a new streamer?
God.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
I don't even know what I'm doing, so I can't give advice.
So like what have you found being what while you guys do stream, you know, obviously you guys don't have a set schedule because your schedule is kind of all over the place, or you know, you're busy like 90% of the time. But like when you do stream, what do you find that is successful, or what do you think you would, or what would you change?
My face?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You got me.
Yeah.
I just
Would you
wish,
cha-
I just had more time to do it, be more consistent.
Yeah, so consistency would be the big thing, right?
Yeah.
You tell them to be consistent. So if
Learn
they have
how
like a
to talk to myself, because I'm really bad at that.
yeah,
Okay, no,
Especially
probably
when
the
I
biggest
get into
thing.
games, I just want to I zone out. When I'm by myself, I can't talk if I'm by myself, you know?
Yeah.
dude, this is when you just hold imaginary conversations in your head. So like the voice in your head talks and then you answer it, or you just had a full conversation where everybody can hear what you're saying. That's what I do. I'm not
Yeah.
crazy. No, it's not in my name.
Bill, calm down. I don't know who Bill is, but I just yelled the name Bill. See, easy. You just do that while you're streaming. It's like, what the hell?
Calm down, Bill. Just calm down.
Second thing I would change is my face. Hot people get the views, dog. Here's the thing: is like
Funny people get the views.
it's
So
again.
Neil, he's funny
Hey,
and
listen.
looking. Oh.
Here's the thing. Hey, listen. I'll take.
Funny looking?
Thank you. Wow. Okay. See,
What?
Tiff. See, there you go. Perfect. You're a funny streamer now. Ha 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 ha. Funny looking. Henson, I'll ban you, dude. I got mod. Okay. Banned. So with Tiff, you feel like you are better streaming when you have someone else with you and kind of
Yeah.
doing multiplayer stuff, right?
Yeah.
For me, I like having multiplayer. Like I like having people in Discord and whatnot, but there are certain people. Like I'm very particular
yeah.
with it. You know what I mean? Because if I have like if I have a lot of people in the stream in Discord or whatever, and I'm playing like CS:GO or whatever, it's just a bunch of chatter and whatnot. And I feel like I don't want to over talk anybody, so it's like people in the game are talking, or it's like people in Discord are talking, and then I'm there, and I feel like my personality is just kind of like, okay, well I'm just gonna let them do their thing and whatnot. For me, it's like I'm a little selfish. I like to kind of interact in one part of the game. Like if I'm playing multiplayer, I'm gonna interact with people in the game and whatnot. And if I'm playing with people in Discord, I have to be with people that understand how streaming is. I feel like that's kind of a dick way of saying like people that talk too much or whatever. There are there are definitely people that like they're like trying to just like, yo dude, I'm like so funny, dude. Yeah, dude, we're gonna do it. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. You know what I mean? So like
Dude,
all these things,
dude.
like, yeah, dude. Yeah,
Calm
yeah,
down,
yeah.
Bill.
Right.
Dang it, Bill!
Damn, Bill, shut up. Sorry. Bill, get back in the closet. What are you doing? All right.
Bill can't control himself.
Right.
Oh,
It's
my
just
God.
for me, that's one of those things is like when people like, yo, dude, let's play all these games together and whatnot. And I'm just like, I want to, but I also feel like it's gonna distract me from the stream. Even though it could be the slowest day. There could be nobody talking in the stream. I feel like I'm going to just get distracted. I see that.
Did you just get distracted?
Yep. But that's me. I just with multiplayer and whatnot, I'm kind of like,
I just feel like my personality sucks unless I have someone to like bounce off of, you know?
yeah.
I had a kid come into work. I don't know
Mhm.
exactly how old he was. Like, old enough to where he could get a job. So, you know, as low as 16. And, he was talking to his mom. And his mom was like, you know, if you want to keep gaming, you should really get a job. Logical advice. You
Right.
know, gaming is expensive no matter what you play on. And he was like, I don't need a job. I'm going to become a big time streamer. I'm going to
Oh,
play
God.
Fortnite and all this other stuff. And I looked at him and I was like, take it from a streamer. You should still look into another job.
Right.
Like, you have to be constantly consistent. You have to pay attention to the chat while you're doing games. So if you're doing PvP type stuff, it might be a little difficult to keep, you know, keep your eye on both things. And my boss was like, yeah, like, she's a big streamer. LOL. and she's still working here.
Yeah.
And it was just like, he kind of just like looked at me like, that sound. And it was just like, that sounds like a lot. And I was like, well, if you want to be a big streamer and make all the money, that's what you have to do.
Right.
And it was just like, I opened his eyes
Yeah.
to the world of streaming. And like, I didn't mean to do it in like a you can't do it. It was just, you have to legitimately set time aside to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's one of those things I feel like a lot of people see the success with other people and they're just like, oh, I could
it's
totally
so
do that.
easy.
Yeah, they compare who they are to what it is, and there's a lot of involvement with streaming. You're not gonna instantly get success, you know, and that's, I don't know. It's like another thing that I would like to talk about, but I feel like I don't want to say anything right now about it. But it's like hosting and everything like that. Like you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people would just whisper you like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna be
All the
streaming.
time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming later, and could you just like toss me a host?" And like, I understand, like, it's a grind. You know what I mean? It's definitely one of those things. But I feel like it's 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 not it's tasteless to be like, "Hey, man, can you just toss me a host?" You
Or
know?
while you're streaming, they're like, hey, I'm going to go start up my stream, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, and I get it. You know what I mean? Like, especially when you're a community, everybody knows, everybody kind of streams and whatnot. But when you say it's like you're coming into like my home or my workplace or whatever, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna go over here and do my own thing, so I'll see you later. Kind of like inviting people to go, and like I get it. Some people are just like it's not that big of a deal to them, and it's not, but it kind of is. It's kind of like that's not the way I go about like getting people to come to your stream and whatnot.
Like, oh, I know
Um,
you're hungry, but I'm just going to eat right in front of you.
right.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
you mean so what I do like every day?
Luel. Wait, what?
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 Every time I make sweets, I look at it and I'm like, man, I should take a picture and tweet it at a nail, and then I end up eating
Yup.
it.
Yeah, you're right. Honestly, you're right. And you know, I slightly hate and like you for it. So it's like, man, it looks so good, but I really hate you right now.
These were homemade vanilla cupcakes with cream cheese frosting.
Oh, God bless.
Right?
Yep. See, there it is. The food sounds delicious, but now I'm hungry, you know? But yeah, it's I think going kind of back at the beginning of what advice you would give to a new streamer is like go in with zero expectations. I will always say that. Don't expect to have three people in your chat. Don't expect to have anybody talk to you in your chat at the very beginning. You know? Just go in and do your thing. And again, it's like the whole thing of just like enjoy the journey, don't worry about the destination type thing. Because eventually, you know, you'll hang out, somebody will come in the stream and they'll hang out and they'll leave. They won't even follow you. But you had that one person that came in there and they're like, dang, like this is crazy. Someone actually came in here and said, "What's up?" or "You suck." You know what I mean? And they just left. I'm like, whoa, cool. You know. You also have to have like thick skin when streaming.
Yep.
And that's the hardest thing too. But yeah, consistency is probably the biggest thing. But I will always just say at the very beginning, just go in with zero expectations.
My
Don't
thing is
worry
also
about being
like
the best.
cherish the few. Like you might not have a lot of people there, but cherish the ones who are. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
And that also kind of goes off another thing is that I've been streaming for a real long time. I've seen a lot of people be a part of the stream and a lot of people not be there anymore. And I think this is this is kind of like a long-term thing is like kind of like what Tiff said, stream for the people that are there now. Don't worry about the people that aren't going to be there because, you know, priorities change, people change and things like that. There's definitely been times where it's like, damn, you know, I haven't seen in so long, like a long time is so and so. You know what I mean? I haven't seen so and so in a long time. But it's kind of like when you start streaming, you shouldn't be thinking about the other person. You should kind of be or the other group of people or whatever. You should go to that stream and just be happy to see whoever comes into that stream and be there for them and not worry about who's not going to be there. You know, that is another thing that it's like a long-term type thing is you're going to see a lot of people come and go into your stream, you know, and just enjoy it, you know.
There's this streamer that I follow that's working their way to get affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Great streamer. And every time, like, I don't always go into their chat, but when I do, they're always like so excited to see me.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, hey, what's up? And they'll be like, oh my god, it's Unicorn Muffin! And I'm like,
Right.
oh, you're so happy to see me. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's
I
like
mean-
that's a good example of, you know, stream for the people that are there. Like,
yeah.
that's what you gotta do. Like, sure, I've, you know, since I took like a week break, I don't see people I used to see.
Right.
But, you know, if someone's talking, you know, I'll talk to them. I'll be like, hey, do you want to play? Like, yeah, you know, if you're here, you might play the game. So, I mean, trying to be more open about playing with my viewers.
Yeah.
I used to be like real, like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to, you know. It's just, you see like all of like the bad posts where like people are like, you know, they say bad words or they, you know, cheat you out of stuff. And I'm just like, I've been really on edge about playing with people, but I'm slowly opening that door. Like, I played with one viewer and he was actually really fun to play with. He was really nice.
Well, they just trial and error, you know.
Yeah,
You
so
found
like,
some really great ones, and then other people you're like, ugh, what did I get myself into?
yeah, now
Yeah.
that World PvP is not a thing, I'm not too concerned about people seeing like what servers I play on, because it's like
Yeah.
you see all those people post stuff about how like this one guy was like a stream sniper. I don't have to worry about that now. It's great.
Right.
Right.
I was gonna say something else, but I completely forgot.
I'm sorry.
Well, okay. So one other thing that I had heard of was, or someone was talking about was, does your audience change who you are as a streamer?
Me, no.
Yeah.
But I
If
think
they
for some
don't-
people it does.
Yeah.
If
You
they
think,
don't
like-
like who I am, they can GTFO.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Do you think okay, let's just say hypothetically speaking, right? You know, you get 1,000 people in your stream. Do you kind of hype up yourself while you're streaming, or are you kind of just gonna stick to who you are as a person?
To me, I would stick to how I am.
Yeah.
Because
I agree with
if
that.
I'm not me, then this isn't streaming. Will be boring and like it's all an act. Like
Right.
I don't want to put something fake out there. If I'm going to
Right.
be out there, it's like it's going to be me.
Yeah. Do you think as you become popular, someone's persona, not, I don't want to say persona because that's bad, but like their attitude towards streaming, not attitude towards streaming, but who they are. Do they become a bit more lewd or more toxic as they get certain people in their stream? Like
think
I
it-
feel like. Go ahead. You go. You go.
I think it depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing like there's a trend because I'm subscribed to live stream fails. I admit it because I like watching funny and cool things.
Right.
I'm noticing like the biggest trend with a lot of the top streamers just losing themselves
Mm-hmm.
in a sense. Like they'll do stupid stuff. They'll just like, to me, make themselves look bad with some of the stuff that they do. And so it kind of feels like the more popular you get, there's a chance of that corruption happening.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it really, I'm just going to say it depends on the person.
Yeah.
I think it's like, oh, they think I'm funny. Let me keep doing this kind of stuff, and then it just escalates and escalates. It just never ends.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I believe too. Is I feel like when someone does something that's stupid, but they think that it's funny, they're like, oh well, this works. So I'm gonna continue on. Hey, listen. You know what? It's one thing when it becomes, it's like it's a natural thing that you're just naturally stupid, and like that. I feel like that's technically me because I naturally just do stupid things in games because I think it's funny and I think it's stupid, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna do it anyways.
But
know
see,
what I
you
mean?
play it off really
Yeah.
well.
I'm just naturally stupid. All right.
I mean,
Well, at least you
You
know
know,
it.
Yep.
I wasn't going to say it.
But I think that there are definitely like things where people kind of go above and beyond of like pushing the envelope with like streams and things like that because
Do whatever
they see
can to
that.
get accepted.
Yeah. And I see they kind of like push the envelope and they see that, oh well, this is working, you know what I mean? So I don't know, it's a crazy thing. I feel like I do get a little bit more toxic. I mean, for me, it's like depending on the game that I play, it's like we give each other a hard time because that's the way that we, you know, show our friendship and whatnot. Like I get that, but there are definitely times, especially like playing Overwatch or like CS:GO recently, where it was just like I was not having fun playing the game, and then you know someone would say something stupid about, you know, my aim or something like that. I'm like, okay, dude, like I get it. I know I'm playing bad. You know?
I think I've been friends with you long enough that I know when you're not having fun, so then I
Yeah.
try not to, oh, you know, Mercenaries suck, blah, blah, blah.
You still
Right.
suck like a pro, Anil.
You know what? It's the best sucking out there. So you know what?
Do you get some semen with that?
Huh?
Did I come back on the semen? Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted my comeback again. You know what I mean? Wipe it off your chin. What happened? Hello?
Oh, there's something wrong with us. We broke her again.
There was another thing. I was gonna say. Oh, okay. So like, so we're still sticking with like Twitch and whatnot. And, like, I do like the affiliation and whatnot. And this is definitely going to hit close to home to some people that may or may not listen to this. But what are your thoughts on push to partner, road to partnership? What are your thoughts on that? You think it's a good thing to do, or do you think it's kind of like that whole like you're setting yourself up for disappointment type of thing?
I mean, I see both ways. Like, I like how they're set goals, so it's like everyone's not like, oh, look, I have like 15 people, I can be partnered. Like, it gives them, I feel like, a reality check. Like, this is what it takes. But at the same time, it's a lot of expectations, and it's just grind for partnership. Like, just
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
To me, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah. Again, it's that one thing where it's just like you have to enjoy the journey. Don't worry about the destination. Just have fun with it. Don't worry about the outcome. But you know, again, I understand it's good to set goals. It's good to, okay, I want to become a partner. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. But I think for me, it's like the push for partnership or the road to partnership and things like that. I feel like it's gonna be like, oh, they're gonna see this, so everybody is gonna, like, the community is gonna really like gather up everybody, and it's gonna get you to that partnership. But then once you get that partnership, where does it go from there? Is it's going to continue, or are the hosts going to go somewhere else to someone else that wants to get partnership, and they're going to host, other people and whatnot? I feel like it's kind of like it's just going to skyrocket you, and then it's going to go straight down, because that's what I've noticed with a lot of people, where it's like, oh, I'm pushed to partnership and everything like that. It's you're going for a goal, and I get that, and it's going to have like a ton of great people help you out and things like that. But once you reach that goal,
Then
what are you gonna yeah, exactly, what are you gonna push for next? You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of amazing streamers that I know that have an amazing community, and just because they don't reach a certain number, it's doesn't they don't acquire the partnership and whatnot. And I hate that partnership nowadays is so sought for, because I mean, obviously affiliation is great, and a lot of people get affiliated, and it's amazing. It's a potential for someone to get support from their community, and people get paid from doing something that they love. But I feel like some people are just so hungry for that check mark or that status,
mm-hmm.
that I think it kind of overlooks the fact that you are here to be a content creator and to have fun and play a game and everything like that. I think it's kind of like, when you say push to partnership, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's good and bad. I think it's a good thing, but also think it's kind of like, it's going to be one of those things where we're so like, we want instant gratification, and it's just like, you're going to get it, but then is it going to continue? Is it going to be continue to push to whatever,
Just it becomes too much like a job to me.
Yeah. I mean,
Burn
essentially,
yourself out.
yeah. I mean, essentially, like when you kind of get to a certain point, it is a job. Like it is something, because when you like, I've had an issue with this, is where I never really looked at my numbers, but I could definitely tell that there were certain games I would play and I would get a certain viewership and whatnot. And I've gotten to this point where it's like, I had this hunger, and there was like times where things that happened in life, and I just had this thing of where I'd stream twice a day. I would work, I would stream, I would work, and then I would stream, and I'd go to bed. I'd stream, I'd work, I'd stream, I'd go to bed. And it was like this hunger of like trying to maintain a viewership, but obviously you're kind of burning yourself out. But I feel like a lot of people that have this, this threshold of viewership, they want to maintain it. And where that is a good thing, like you stay hungry and you want to do it, it's almost like you kind of like eat yourself a little bit, because you have to understand that you're never going to maintain that amount. It's either going to be above or below. And you kind of have to understand that, no matter what number it is, there's going to be certain people that are going to come around, and they should be the priority of it. But
to me, it's like it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You have to pace yourself, because if you try to treat it like a sprint, you're gonna lose all your energy. You're not gonna want to do it anymore.
Right.
I mean, yeah. It's just, I was to that point where like I was doing what you were doing, and Neil, I would wake up. From my standpoint, I would wake up, I would go to work, I would stream.
Yeah.
And then I would take a break, eat dinner, and then stream again later than that night. Or wake up, stream, work, stream, bed.
Yeah.
And it's just, I worked hard. It is. And like, I worked hard to get affiliate. Like, I wasn't like pushing for it. I was like, oh, it would be kind of cool to become affiliate, So I pushed. See, I don't want to say pushed. I tried for it.
Right.
And I got it. And now I'm like, partner would be cool, but I just don't have the time to become a partner. Yeah. And it's like, I think that realization, like, is just stuff that more people need to have. Like, not necessarily, I don't have time for it. It's just, like, you just gotta think about it. Like, look how hard you work to get to affiliate. Look how hard you're gonna have to work to become partner. And then not only that, unlike affiliate, you can kind of just, like, bugger off. And you'll stay affiliate for the most part. With partner, you legit have to keep up, or they're like, peace. And it's like, if you don't have the time, if you barely have time while you're an affiliate, there's no way you're going to have time when you're a partner, because there's no guarantee you're going to get money. There's no guarantee you're going to get all the subs, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just like, the push for partner just confuses me, but I think it's just because I have a different standpoint than a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want streaming to become a job, but if it happens to become a job, that'd be fun. You know, just quit my job, be a full-time streamer, but what?
Yeah.
Unicorn Muffin for partner?
Hey, there you go.
Get that hashtag trending?
Hashtag muffin for partner. I don't know. I just, as much as I love streaming and I like doing it, I don't know if I, huh? What happened? I think I don't know if I'd want it to be a thing that I want to do for the rest of my life. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna be able to do it for the rest of my life. I like stability. I don't see stability in streaming. Streaming honestly is for me is a conduit. It's kind of like a thing where I can. What'd you get?
Bug.
Oh, got it.
It's been flying in my face like all podcasts, and I finally got it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
I think streaming for me is just like I said, it's a conduit. It's a way for me to be who I am on the internet and to put myself out there. I think that's a lot of thing. I think it's a lot of what people don't understand while streaming is like, yeah, you know, you think it's so easy, but you're literally putting yourself and you're putting your personality out there for people to judge you, you know, and when you don't get anybody coming to your stream, or you get like 1 to 2 people or whatever, sometimes it can be very like mentally straining. You're just kind of like, what am I doing wrong? You kind of feel more down about yourself. Like, is it something that I want to pursue? Is it something I want to do? And I think that is one of the harder things about streaming that people don't really take into effect either, is that you're literally putting who you are as a person and your personality out there, and some people either love it and some people hate it, and it sucks. And especially on the internet, like there's gonna be a lot of trolls and everything like that. People can be very mean.
Oh yeah.
Like to me, like being I don't want to do this, but like gender wise, like girls obviously, women obviously get it a lot more harsh than men, you know. But I mean, racially, I've had people whisper me saying that I should go back to my own country, you know, and that I don't belong here and things like that. And those are like the moments where it's like I stream and I'm like, dude, what am I doing here? Why am I don't have to be here. I don't have to listen to this and everything like that. But it's one of those things that, again, you're putting your personality out there, and then you get people that whisper you while you're streaming, and they say things like that to you, and you're just like, I have to move past this. Again, you have to have tough skin, because at the end of the day, that person isn't going to be around when you're done streaming, you know, or they're not going to be there, you know, the next stream or something like that. So it's hard, you know, but
I wish the people that said mean things to me had the dignity to do it in a whisper.
Yeah. I think the people that did it knew that they would be instantly banned and whatnot. So I was just like, okay. Maybe they wanted to see me read the whisper and interact to it without them actually being in chat. And it's like, okay, all right, got it. But streaming is definitely tough, you know. It's not easy, and your personality is what kind of carries the game or carries your stream. And that's why I said, I kind of like doing IRL in the beginning of the stream, like the first like at least half hour, kind of hang out with people and see how everybody's doing, and then get into a game. But it's also super hard for me nowadays to find a game that I like to play and have my personality really shine, because I tend to like CS:GO. I get really into the game, and then there's that downtime where it's kind of like, what do I talk about or whatever, and then things like that. So I think that's a struggle for a lot of people, is being able to find a certain game that really shines their personality and things like that. So yeah.
Personality, I don't.
What?
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, you're right. Same, to be honest.
But no, like I get it. It's just I think people do stuff, you know, to get a rile out of you, and then like
Mhm.
clip it and be like, "Look, I made this person mad." Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Like recently, I
just-
had 2 trolls on Mixer.
Yeah. Oh God.
Oh my god! And so I did, you know, my little online persona, and which is I play along. You know, hey, you call me fat? I go, oh yeah, I know. Thank you for pointing it out, though. I really appreciate it. Or like, oh, you're blah blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, I know, right? It's great. I love my life. But no, they said something stupid. I remember what it is, but I'm not gonna say it. And I was like, nah, dude, I don't do that. You know, blah blah blah. And then they were like, they said something. I don't remember. See, that I don't remember what it was, but it made me say something about console peasants and how true gamers are PC master race. You know,
Mhm.
just joking. And they got so turned that I said that, and then they left.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I play along with trolls. Because it's just like, I'm not here to get upset. And if you say something I already know, like it's not trolling. You know, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can't believe you called me fat. How dare
Right.
you? I'm beautiful the way I am. Which
Yes,
I'm-
you are.
Aw.
Yeah.
You.
You know what?
But no, it's just, I think, I know that they're just trying to get, you know, a rile out of me. And I feel kind of bad that I don't, because, you know, that it's like one of those, that could be publicity, but at the same time, I'm like, you gotta tell me something I don't know about myself.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't. It's just the stuff people, like, everybody I'm assuming just thinks, like, streaming is, like, all that in a bag of chips. You know, you get your followers, they're all super nice. You know, you can raid other people can raid you. You know, once you get, you know, enough people, like, you can get all these fancy perks. You know, you get people to talk to, but it's the other side of streaming that I think people don't realize.
Yeah.
Like the schedule and being committed, or the trolls and the people who are just jerks. You know, people say a lot of mean stuff because on the internet, you know, they're whoever they want to be. There's no consequences. Like, oh yeah, you can ban someone from your channel, what's stopping them from making another account?
Yeah.
You know, people, I just don't think realize that just people on the internet are just jerks.
Okay, bye.
What?
Sorry, my Discord crashed.
Oh god.
Hello?
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 Okay, we're good.
Bye.
Testing one. Hello?
God dang it, dude. Hey, hi.
Hey.
All right. Sorry, what happened?
Yeah,
I
Lily was just breaking her heart and you just left.
Why would you do that to me?
I just like hearing her talk. You can say it again. Go ahead.
Oh, because it was really heartfelt. Now I don't remember what I said.
Won't mean anything anymore.
All right.
Gosh, I know.
Yep, you're right.
No, summary. People are jerks on the internet because there's no consequences, and the people who want to stream, I don't think understand that people on the... Bong.
I heard. It.
Sorry.
And just
Ugh.
people who want to stream probably don't understand all the work and commitment it takes, and that they actually have to deal with people who are jerks.
Yeah.
Stupid jerks.
The
He's
only
rough.
person I'm not a jerk to like a lot of people. I mostly just joke around. I mean, there's been a few times where I've been a jerk on the internet because it's like, it's what I said before, there's no consequences.
Mhm.
But I'm usually really nice. Surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise. Okay, so super duper quick, because we're going on an hour now.
Yeah.
Fallout 76 is not getting a Steam release.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is it gonna be on its own like
We have to go through Bethesda.net.
oof. Interesting.
I mean, see, then that means that they're gonna run the servers. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, they're like, oh, yeah, if you want the beta, you have to go through us. If you want the game, you have to go through us. They're not doing anything
Yeah.
with Steam. And I don't know why. Doesn't even matter how hard they try.
You're making me want to go through. I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm not falling for it. Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like there's a lot of games that are doing that now these days. Well, I don't want to say a lot, but I feel like a lot of companies are wanting to kind of branch out and go out. Does Steam get like a cut of whatever goes on to Steam?
I don't know. I'd assume.
Yeah.
But you know,
Maybe they just want-
developers, they try so hard and they got so far. But in the end, it doesn't
Yep.
really matter.
Doesn't even matter. When you're right, you're right.
I know. I have a
Interesting.
moment.
Okay, well, on that note, I think it's time to call it.
Let's see. Who are we going to do first? Who are we going to do first?
Ooh. It could be taken many ways.
I want to do you first. Oh. Ooh.
Me?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Tiff, also known as Crazy Redhead 8. I always forget that there's a freaking 8. I've been streaming on Twitch lately, Crazy Redhead 8. I have a Twitter, Crazy Redhead 8. I'm very creative.
One of these days, you're just gonna change it and it's gonna be like Crazy Redhead 9.
Oh my god.
And then you're gonna keep saying 8.
Right?
That would be awful. I would never be 9. 8's my lucky number.
Oh, well then there you go.
8 is great.
Yeah.
8 is stupid. I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, we're just gonna skip Anil.
Got it. Wait, is it really me?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, what's up? My name's Anil. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Anil_. I honestly have no idea what I'm playing anymore in the mornings. I just go live and I'm like, I'm gonna wing it. But we'll just say that I'm variety right now until I find a game that kind of sticks. I do use my Twitter for pretty much just stupid things like food or whenever I go live and things like that. At Anil_was taken. And that's pretty much it.
That's always fun.
Yup.
I'm Unicorn Muffin, Lily. I Twitch here. Stream Twitch. Jeez, oopies.
I Twitch here.
I Twitch here.
Oh.
Everything is literally Unicorn Muffin or Unicorn Muffin TV. I have a website. I'm a variety streamer. I was the first one. Just saying. I'm kidding. I have a new emote. It's a unicorn with a heart.
Yay.
But that's it. That's all about me. I'm boring.
Me too.
Aren't we all?
Boring together.
Yeah!
Yay!
Yay.
Alright guys, we will see you next week. Probably not same channel, but we'll discuss that later.
Yeah.
Bye!
Bye.
Gosh,
Bye.
dang it, I know.
I know every time.
Dang time.